Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we got another build up here. Actually, it's really not a build. Basically, it's Rick's called neglected to put non-ethanol gas in it, and the old crappy gas went south, and yeah, well, you know, gummed up the carburetor, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. So every time I look at it sitting in the garage, I get ready to jump on it and realize, oh man, yeah, that one I left gas in. So, and it needed a seat. The seat that was on it was okay, and dropped it off with my seat guy. So I picked that up the other day, kind of jumped ahead and to get it done. So now I got the seat back. Now I'm anxious to get this thing back up and running. So we're going to swing around here just a little bit, show you what we're working on today, and we're going to get this thing back up and running and show it some love. Y'all stay tuned. There we go. One of my old Hornets. Poor thing. Like I said, I didn't put a non-ethanol gas in it, and it set a little bit too long. Tank is raunchy. It's not rusty, just stinks to high heaven. But anyway, so what we're going to do today is we're going to show this thing some love. It is filthy. Look at all the cobwebs on it. Poor Minibike. But what we're going to do today is we're going to get the carburetor yanked off. I'm going to get it tore apart so I can soak it in the vat overnight. And this old rusty pipe don't look too cool. So, yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I have some like high temp header paint. So I'm going to get this thing cleaned up. Look at that. Poor thing. We're going to get that thing blasted. And that way the paint sticks to it really good. And I had a sticker down here on the side that I pulled off, left goo all over it. So, but it does have a Hemi. Yeah, this is one of my older bikes. Normally I don't like sticking you know, newer style engines on it, but you know, hey, it is what it is. But we're gonna give it a little spit shine, get the chrome shine back up, get that exhaust done. I got a cool seat. We're gonna get that seat put on there and just kind of go over everything. I noticed the throttle cable was, I don't like that spring. I don't know why I did that. That's kind of whatever. But we're gonna do something with that. Anyway, so that's the game plan today. Is we're gonna give this whole thing a good looking over and get her back on the road. So let's get on to it. All right, well, let's get this thing here ripped apart. Get the air cleaner out of the way. See how bad it is. No, the air cleaner is new. And we'll take a 10mm here. Get these two nuts off. Got me a drip hand down here because I'm going to get this nasty gas. I ought to put some gloves on. Hate the smell of nasty gas. Ugh. But at least we won't have it dripping all over the floor. Alright, we'll get that off. We're going to roll the little choke holder up a little bit. Get that out of the way. Put all my parts inside the air cleaner. That ain't going to fit, is it? Nope. Pull this gasket off, drop that in there. Choke lever. Oh, yeah. And I dug around through my stash pile and I got something really cool that we're gonna, when we put the carburetor back together, that we're gonna replace this stuff with. So, that'll be pretty entertaining. Get this clamp off. See how much gas comes out. Ugh. That is nasty. I don't know if you can really tell. That looks like, yeah, that looks like tea. Oh, watered down tea. Eh. God, that stinks. Get it all over the camera. Yeah. Guess there's more gas in it than what I thought. All right, let's get this here junkified spring off. This definitely ain't gonna go back on there. Get this out of the way. Whew. Ooh, that stuff is raunchy. Alright, we'll come over here and get the choke rod off. There we go. With that drain. Come on. I'll take this over to the workbench and see how funky it is on the inside. Come on, is it going to drain? It was on, it should have some fuel in it. Yeah. All right, while that's draining, splattering everywhere. All right, let's go take this carburetor over to the bench and see how nasty it is. All right, got it over here on the table. We're going to disassemble. I'm take everything out of it. I don't have it in front of me, but the vat, what I say, I soak it in. Some people use the ultrasonic cleaner. I have a Berryman. It's called Berryman B12 is the name of it, that I soak it in. Really nasty stuff. I keep it outside where my air compressor room is so I don't have to smell it. But I'll take everything out. You don't want to leave nothing in it that's rubber because it'll swell it all up and destroy it. But what I'm going to do is disassemble everything on this, check it all out, then I'll throw it in the vat overnight, then I can pull it out tomorrow and put it back together. Let it soak real good. Pull this plate off for your throttle, or not throttle, fuel valve, washer. Get an O-ring pick here. Now if you don't want to clean your carburetor, if you have an ultrasonic cleaner or whatnot, don't want to go buy one, sometimes it's just as simple, busy right now, sometimes it's just as simple to go Power Sports and get you a stock replacement carburetor if that's what you're needing. And if you needed to rejet it, you can also get a jet kit as well. All right, I'm going to pull this choke out. Then I'll take and put this right back in where it came from. Put that right there. And the other jet that's up here, just ease this out, just like so. And also right in the very end of this, I don't know if I can probably see it. Yeah, this is nasty. Right in the very center of this, you might be able to see it right there. There's a real small hole that meters the air that comes through here. So if this real small hole in the end of it, you can take like a piece of speaker wire or something that's real small to clean that out. Can't soak this because it's plastic and it has O-rings on it. Also, if you pull this out and these O-rings are broke, then also you're going to have problems with your carburetor not running right or not being able to hold a tune properly. So that right there definitely needs to be cleaned. Yeah. Oh, this thing reeks. So I'm going to take this tin off the bottom of the bowl. See how nasty it is. Golly. Leaking all in my parts tray. Ooh, that looks grungy. Look at that. The stuff that come out of the tank look brown, and that looks green. Yeah. So I can only imagine what the inside of this is gonna look like. Ugh. Yeah. What do you think? Think that was the problem why it wouldn't run? Actually, it would like halfway run on choke. Look, it's got carburetor boogers in it. And why this is green, I have no idea. That's crazy. Ugh, that's nasty. All right, so we'll reach over and take this pin. This comes out. Slide that out like so. Then we'll pull the whole needle and seat out. Make sure and clean that. Can't soak this because it's got a rubber tip on it. This gasket is no good, so we can just yank it out of here. You can see where it's not sealed very good right there. It's not down in the groove. So, yeah, it's funky anyway. Ugh, that's no good. All right, now we'll pull the main jet out. If I can get a screwdriver down in here. Ooh, it's full of boogers. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna see if it tap it. There we go. Yeah, that is nasty. Look at that. Yeah. So that's your main jet, and we're gonna pull the E-tube out, or your emulsion tube. That way I can soak this, make sure everything gets nice and clean. I'm gonna pull the washer off the bottom of this if it comes off, or the little seal. Grab a razor blade. All right, we'll just take a razor blade. Pull this off right here, just like so. That way we can throw that in the cleaner. All right, we'll get this stuff in the cleaner, or I get it all wired up, get it in the cleaner. We'll let this soak overnight. See what it looks like tomorrow. All Alright, since we got that carburetor off, I'm going to come over here. I noticed my clutch. We'll pull this cover off. This has actually got a clutch style brake on it. Excuse me. So we need to pull this off. I'm going to make sure and lube this cable up, because I noticed when I grabbed it a while ago, it was a little on the stiff side, so we need to lube that cable up a little bit. And I need to get this goo off of here. Before we do that, we can get this here header off. Golly, who put that on there? Make sure I don't need a gasket. I'm pretty sure I have an extra one laying around. That way I can get this thing blasted and get a coat of paint on it, make it look better. There ain't no lock washers. I didn't put lock washers on there. Huh. Alright, let's see if the gasket comes off and see if it's going to be good. Oh yeah, I think we'll take that, ease that off. Bike don't have a whole lot of run time on it at all. So, oh yeah, a little bit of the graphite come off, but yeah, it'll still seal good. Put this on here so I don't lose it. Go ahead and put these nuts back on here. I need to find some washers and get some paper towel and plug that hole up so we don't get all this leaves and crap falling in it. Alright, let's pull this cover off right here for the clutch and see what we got going on. I think I just need to lube the cable real good. Alright. Yeah, I need to get something. Had a sticker on it, left goo all over it. Might just, I'm blasting the deal, I might just throw this in there. I might just blast this same time and throw a new coat of paint on it. Be fine. But, take a look at that clutch. Maybe right here where y'all could take a better look, maybe. And look, airplanes, y'all, like usual. Yeah, I pulled that clutch in, see how it's wanting to stay engaged. I think we need to just lube that cable up. Sometimes I've taken and put a spring in between here that actually helps push the band back away from where the cable comes in. So it actually takes this part and actually pushes it back. So, yeah, the cable is really, really dry. Alright, well, I'm going to get that lubed up and take the air hose of this thing. Do I have nuts and bolts? Yeah, I already have those. These go back in the seat. I put those back in there. Alright. So I'm going to get this cable lubed up, go ahead and get the throttle cable lubed up. I think I'm going to find me a different return spring. I had that one going to the recoil. I think I'm going to find a different one because just the little factory spring down here, I really don't trust that. I like to have that one and an extra backup. So I'm going to find another place I can relocate another spring. Make sure that cable is lubed up pretty good. How is it? That's not too bad. We're going to lube it up anyway. Go ahead and pull the plug out, check the plug. I know the oil was good, I already looked at it ahead of time. So we're going to get it cleaned up and get all that stuff blasted for these parts. Throw a coat of paint on them. And yeah, we might be riding here pretty soon. Alright, we're going to put the carburetor back together. Got it all nice and clean. Yeah, we're all good to go. Make sure all the jets, the emulsion tube, like I said, I use a real small wire that I go through and make sure it's clean through the main passage, then all the little small holes on the sides. Make sure they're all nice and clean. Make sure the jet was clean. All that good stuff. Got this all cleaned up. Uses a real small like piece of speaker wire to go through and clean this jet out here. Make sure that was clean. Check the O-rings, they're all good. Did get a new bowl gasket. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna throw this rascal back together. Everything's all blown out real good. Make sure my screwdriver tip is clean. There we go. Get this jet put back in here. And if you don't want to go through all this, look at that, something on my screwdriver. Dang it. If you don't want to go through the hassle of cleaning it, or you don't have a way to clean it as far as ultrasonic cleaner and all that, you can always go to Go Power Sports and get you a replacement one. They got several different styles of carburetor depending on what you want. If you want one that's already jetted or whatnot, they have it. And a factory just replacement carburetor is very inexpensive. Get the throttle stop screw in. That looks good. All right, let's go ahead and put the choke lever back in it. Just like so. Pops in. That works good. All right, let's see. What are we gonna put on next? I made sure the needle was really good. Check the little rubber tip on the end, make sure it was good. There wasn't a ring mark in it. A lot of times you see a ring mark or a groove in it, it'll not seat right and you'll have a flooding problem. And put the real small little spring back on it. Now we're going to install this in the float. There we go. Look at that. All right, let's set that right there. Oh, let's see. Let's go ahead and put the bowl gasket in it now. Work this around. Make sure it lays in there good and flat. Just like so. Yeah. That'll work. All right, slide the float in. I come over here and I'll get the needle or the little arm for your float. There we go. Looks good. All right, got my bowl gasket on there. Bowl's good and clean. And see, the carburetor's gonna be facing out, so I'm gonna put my drain over here to the back side. That way it's easier to get to because your fan housing will be all on this side. So we're going to stick the drain facing out the back. And we get the little washer, put the washer on for the drain for your bowl. Get that started in 10 millimeter. Ain't got to be crazy. There we go. All right, now we're going to put the on and off on. Oh, that was a cool thing. Let me grab this. Found this the other day. I don't know what I got this off or where I got it. It's been in my toolbox for a while and finally found where I put it so I wouldn't lose it. But check this out. Very cool, huh? On and off choke lever. That's orange. And your fuel valve. Shut your fuel on and off. Orange. Like I said, don't know where I got them. But I remember like, hey, these are very cool because they're normally either black or gray. Never seen any that were orange. So I was like, oh man, I gotta keep those. And then got the seat done the other day, actually found these and I was like, perfect. Gotta put them somewhere where I don't lose them this time. So I think this is gonna look really cool since the bike is bright orange. Be pretty snazzy. Oh, almost put the black one on. So we'll put the valve on. Then you have like a little I don't know exactly. It's kind of like a little spring type washer. Sits right over the top. And you got your on and off top plate. Just hold that right there. Get the screw started. Maybe. Get that one started. And put the other one in. Drop it a couple times. Washer's still in there. All right, we're good. Get this one tight. There we go. And we'll just slap the choke lever on it. Look at that, pretty snazzy. All right, we got one clean carburetor. We'll put these old parts back in this bag wherever the choke lever went. Oh, choke lever's gonna be inside. Oh, I need to clean that. So we'll take this choke lever, put those in here, keep that for something else. So when you grab the air cleaner, nuts and the bolts, gasket, air cleaner adapter. All right, let's go get this thing put on the bike. All right, back over at the bike. I do have the fuel tank nice and clean. I actually got the whole bike pretty clean, except for that area. But anyway, so we're gonna get this thing put back on. Like I said, I did blow the fuel tank out. It's good and clean. Got the cables all lubed up. So we're gonna just get this throttle rod up here out of the way. Actually, so we can go ahead and hook it into the carburetor. Push that down. Then we can get the fuel clamp on. After we get the hose pushed down, there we go. Put this clamp over here out of the way. There we go. All right, that looks good. I'm gonna check the throttle. Looks good. Throttle seems to be pretty good after I put that deal on there. What did I do with the choke lever? Ah, it's right here. Look at that. Tell me that don't look cool. All right, and we're gonna put our spacer on. Make sure when you put your spacer on, there's that little notch right here at the top. You don't want to cover up the hole in the top of your carburetor because then it won't vent properly. You have a flooding problem. I actually probably have a running problem completely. All right, that's on. Put our adapter on for our heavy breather. A couple 10mm nuts. Just want to evenly tighten these down so it seats real good. You don't get gaskets cattywampus. All right. All right, push that down, hold the choke lever in place. You got good choke, got good choke. All right, we're gonna leave this air cleaner off. That way it might make it a little bit easier to get to the adjustment. Did check the plug already, plug's good, oil's good. I did stop by and go get some non-ethanol free gas. So we're gonna go grab the gas, top it off, go grab the header and clutch cover, get that on. And we'll take it for a rip. All right, we're gonna slap the header on it. Get this out of here, put that in there so we can get no dirt in it. And I do have some lock washers we're gonna put on it. Whoa, lost that one. All right. Yeah, that looks a lot better than that old rusty pipe. Put a little lock washer here on the back. There we go. 13, where'd I have that? Down here on the floor. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Yeah, I'm gonna use the open end. And I gave it a quick bath last night, tried to knock some of the dust off the bike. Kind of cleaned the chrome up a little bit. Close anyway, it's a lot better than what it was. Alright, make sure this back one's good and tight. There we go. Alright, now we're going to throw this clutch cover over there. We're in zoom, yeah. Still might be a little tacky, but like I said, I got all the cables all lubed up. After I got that done, everything turned back really good as far as the spring on the clutch. So, had some business. Alright, these are 3/8, I do believe, yeah. There we go. We'll double check that brake, clutch brake, look at that. Comes back really good. Oh yeah. Okay, let's go grab a seat and we'll be ready to crank it up, I think. Alright, let's grab a seat. Check it out. Look at that. Like I said, the seat that was on it was okay, but the guy that does my seats, Mr. Poe, told me I want, he's got a new foam, so he put the newer style foam in it. Makes it really comfy. It feels kind of stiff, but once you sit on it, it doesn't bottom out. You're not sitting on the board. Put me a little hump on the back. Stitched it in orange. I told him nothing fancy, just a little orange stitching in it. Boy, yeah. All right, let's get this thing on here. Put all the hardware back in here so I wouldn't lose it. Probably ought to put that, put the seat on before I put this header on. Probably would have made it a little bit easier. Go. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. We'll make it work. Man, that looks pretty cool. Where's the front holes? There we go. Alright. One more on the back side. There's a hole in there somewhere. There we go. Yeah. That's gonna look pretty sharp. All right. 7/16, I think. Get these two front ones. I have to get a shorter socket. Tank might be in the way. We'll see. Nope, I think we can get it. Get on there. Grab a shorter socket. There we go, that's better. A little more. All right. Got my dirty handprints all over it. Yeah, still a little dirty. It's okay. Cleaning up for government work anyway. All right. Let's issue fire up and see how she sounds. All right. Got the gas bin on. We on up here. Turn that on. Got me a screwdriver nut because I'm probably gonna have to adjust this carburetor. Let's try it. Let's try it right about there. That might be high enough. Give her a little choke. Throttle's good. Oh! One pull. I say now we go ahead and throw the air cleaner on it and go get the selfie stick. Let's go for a ride. What do y'all say? Let's do it. Yeah, we're on. All right, had to do a wardrobe change. You gonna be riding around the neighborhood in a cool old bike? Yeah, you gotta be sporting. Spin this here shirt around. Get a look at the back. Because obviously you can't see it. Look at that. Yeah, if we're riding a Hornet, yeah, gotta have the ride apparel. All right, let's ride. All right, we're driving. Let's go for a easy putt. Looks like it's fixed to rain. And I think I need to lube the clutch on this thing. Didn't lube it. We're gonna see how it does anyway. All right, let's do it. about that. Screen went dark. All right, here we go. Y'all hang on. All right, glasses. All right, take 3 this time. Okay, yeah, I'm rambling too much. So speaking of the wife, let me know. I better answer the phone call to the boss. Yes, boss.
You're live, apparently.
I'm live?
You're alive. You're answering the phone.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not live. I am alive. Yeah, I'm actually videoing right now. Yeah, putting an ending to an ending.
Why you're not answering me back?
Oh, yeah, I was filming, honey. I was out doing a little brap around the neighborhood. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You didn't answer my question from 3 o'clock today.
3 o'clock today, okay.
So, you need pics?
Yeah, that would be great. Yes, ma'am. Bye, honey. That was the boss. Anyway, like I was saying, my screen went black again. There we go. Anyway, like I was saying, folks, you'll go out and run the non-ethanol gas. It'll save you down the road, especially if you, like I did on this bike here. It set a little too long. Carburetor got way gunky for some reason. I know for the ethanol that's in the fuel does that. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this little short video. We got a lot of other projects that we're waiting on. Bugs all over my lens. Get out of the way. So anyway, I'm waiting for a box to come back in, or waiting for a box to come in the mail. So we'll be back on other builds we got on the table. We got Miss Knuckles' cruiser that we got to get worked on, and a few other things lined up. So if you're new to the channel, if you want to go over and hit the bugs, hit the subscribe bell, it'd be greatly appreciated. If you liked the video, thought it was corny enough for you, a thumbs up would always tickle my fancy. So until next time, y'all folks have a great day, and we'll see y'all soon. Take care.